Alright, hello. So we're going to do a little bit more, sorry, let's start that again. Okay, so we did our lower body stuff in the last video, so we're going to do some upper body stuff today. I'm trying to make them about 20 minutes each, just so you guys can kind of just pick and choose what you want to go for. If you want to go for the full 40 minutes, then you can add them both together. Otherwise, small little bits is going to be best, I think, just to make sure you can do a couple of them a week and you're moving a little bit more. I'll do some new videos next week for you, and then hopefully we'll be back to classes soon. Okay, so we're going to start standing, feet hip width apart. You know the drill by now. Inhale up, exhale down, tuck, roll, let gravity pull you over. Inhale, roll up. We're going to go for two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale at the bottom and slowly rolling up. You'll be happy to know that we've got no balancing in this one, seeing as we did most of the balancing in the other one. But we will be starting with a full body, little bit of a warm up, just to make sure we're okay and ready to go. So we're going to start with our bridging, feet hip width apart. We're going to inhale, then exhale, tuck and roll that pelvis. Hands are pressing down into the ground, shoulders are pressing into the ground. So we exhale, tuck and roll up, and then inhale, slowly tuck and roll down. We're going to go for 8 more. 8. I'm a bit wonky today. For 7. She's a bright one. And 6. For 5. And 4. 3. And 2. Last one. We're going to stay up, reach those arms above the head, tap down, and then come into just little swaps. Some of that unilateral cross body training. Keep that bottom squeezing for 4. 3. It's like a nice little massage on those shoulders for 2. And 1. Arms behind the head. Press into the ground if you're able to. Try to roll down through your thoracic. And then go to your middle spine. And then all the way down, untucking that pelvis. Okay. So now, fortunately for you, we're going to go to single legs just for a little bit, but we're only going to do 5 for each side. So left leg up to tabletop. Tummy lifting up through that pelvic floor. We're going to squeeze up and lower down. Up, lower down. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and just go straight into a swap. Exhale up, inhale down. Squeeze that left booty. Light little squeeze into your core just to make sure we're not arching through the back. 2, 1, lower down. Alright, so we're going to come into those tummy, the tummy work, not those tummy works. Reach your right leg up, flex it, lower it towards the ground. Point the toes, flex, and lower. Point, flex, and lower. Point, flex, lower. So we're just starting to get a little bit of engagement into those lower abdominals. Let's go for 2. Might even get a nice stretch up through those hamstrings. 1. Let's reach those arms out to the side. Leg goes up, and we're just going to twist around the body and draw it back down. So we're coming into nice big wide leg circles here. Big wide ones, we're rolling through. Still engaging that core though. Let's go for 3. And 2. everybody's favorite. Let's reverse. Let's go for 5. Keeping those hands pressed into the ground. Kicking the wall is an option. For 3. Still got that tummy on nice and tight. 2. You might be able to hear my hip clicking. You're welcome for that. We're going to keep that leg up. Pop our right hand behind our head. And we're just going to use your left hand to reach up and across. All we're going to do is reach and lower. Now we're coming into those upper abdominals as well, but we're keeping that back nice and safe. Let's go for 8 more. 7, 6, for 5, 4, tummy on for 3, 2, and 1, and down. If you want to, take a bit of a wiggle through that pelvis just to make sure you're all cozy. Hands go back down to the ground. I'm just going to pop a hand over my eyes so I'm stopping to get blinded. You're going to reach that left foot up and then flex the foot, draw it down, squeeze that tummy on the way down. Really keep your right leg pressing into the ground and try to get that movement to come from the tummy, not the hip. Press that upper body, so those arms into the ground, the shoulders into the ground as well. You get a little bit more opening that way. Let's go for 3, 2, I can feel my tummy working, so hopefully you can too. And 1, arms out to the side. We cross the body, scoop that leg down. Look at that, I didn't hit the pot plant. Woohoo! Scoop it around, hit the wall though. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's excited? Let's repeat. Lower abdominals on. Really trying to get as much of a squeeze through that lower tummy as you can. Let's go for 3 more. And for 2. And for 1. Woohoo! Tummy on. Hand ready to press across to the outside of the knee. So the back side of the hand to the outside of the leg. Other hand behind that head. And all we're going to do is squeeze. So let's inhale. Squeeze those abs. Exhale. In through the nose. And then exhale. Twisting. Try to reach through that right arm now. Got 8 to go. And 7. 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome. So just jiggle those legs out of it, especially if you go a little bit quaddy. Hopefully you're squeezing your tummy so you weren't getting too quaddy. Let's go both hands behind the head. We're going to inhale and then exhale, shoot up. Trying to remember to keep those elbows wide. And you're trying to lift right up to the shoulders or off the ground. Keeping a little bit of an orange shape between the chin and the neck. So we're not trying to tuck that neck down. Ideally we're not lifting from that neck at all. We're lifting from your core, lifting those shoulders off the ground, and your head lifts as a byproduct. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Let's stay up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. Get those abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We're going to put those hands on the ground, legs to tabletop. So once again, we want to have that nice imprinted spine now, tummy turned on. So sucking up through that pelvic floor here is going to help. So let's put those feet down again, pressing those shoulders down into the ground. Right leg up to tabletop. Squeeze that tummy, lift up through your pelvic floor. Left leg up to tabletop. And all we're going to do is reach our toes down to the ground and lift up again. Exhale as we reach down. Inhale as we lift up. We're not trying to change the distance between our our heel and our bottom. We want to change the distance between our hip and our tummy. So we're trying to lower that top thigh down. Let's go for 1, 2 down, 1, 2 up. Let's go for 4, nice and slow. See if you can keep that nice core control on. Let's go for 3, I think. And 2. And 1. We're just going to reach one leg up, draw it in. So for all of us, if we've got nice tight tummies, this should be feeling nice in the tummy. No lower back should be working here. If you feel like your lower back's working, just put 1 foot down to the ground and 1 foot reaching up. Otherwise, let's go for 4 more. Reaching up to the ceiling, you can still engage that tummy without dropping those legs too low. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Let's just let those heels roll from side to side. Take a wee bit of a breath. 3, 2, 1. Guess we better come on to our upper body, shouldn't we? Who's excited? I know it's all of you. You're all excited, aren't you? Alright, sorry, I'm just tying this up. So I have a band, so hopefully you've all taken your bands home with you. I think most of you had your bands. We will be using these straight away. So what we're going to do, you know this by now. Feet are bent, slight curve through that spine. We're going to cross those hands over, roll those shoulders back. Tummy is turn on, shoulders down and back as we squeeze. And we want to brush the arms past the body here. So brush the arms past those rib cages and squeeze your shoulder blades at the back like somebody's putting a $100 bill there and you don't want to let it go. Of course, if you've got lots of $100 bills, maybe your wad's thicker than mine. Let's go for 5. So really trying to get those shoulders to do the squeezing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold for 10. Squeeze those shoulders for 9, 8. Just move that neck around just a little bit to make sure we're not getting necky. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to upper body day. Alright, so we're uncrossing now. We've got it held between our forefinger and our thumb. Once again, shoulders are down and back. Left arm's forwards. We're going to pull this right arm back and squeeze the shoulder blade behind you and come forwards. We're going to go to the other side. Pull and forwards. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze. Let's go for 8. And once again, brushing past the side of your body. You can keep a neutral grip on those hands now. Let's go for 3, I think. You know me by now, I can't count. For 2, and 1. Whew. Getting into those shoulders a little bit, isn't it? Alright, so let's push that down onto the ground. I'm just going to give you a second, not that anybody needs it, to come around to your hands and knees. Alright, so what we're going to do here is just have that under our hands. We're going to use it in a second. Firstly, all we're going to do is drop those shoulder blades and try to squeeze them together, and then reach them up, try to move them apart. Drop them down, squeeze, reach up, down, squeeze, reach up. Let's go for 2 more. Down, last one. Even here, a light squeeze of that belly. Okay, here's the tricky part. Shoulders are down and back. We're going to reach that weight back, try to pull through those palms, tap the elbow down and come up. So don't think of it as a moving backwards through the upper body. Imagine your hands are stuck down. You're pressing all of that power through the palms of your hands. I don't mind if your fingers lift. And we're just tapping those elbows down keeping those shoulders drawn back. You should feel this in the shoulders and maybe in the backs of the arms. Let's go for 3 and 2 and 1, and we're just going to hover them off the ground, pulling back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just going to reach back into our first child's pose, get a nice stretch. Okay. Unfortunately, there's more to go. Alright, so left hand is down, tummy is turned on, shoulders are down and back. Once again, holding between our thumb and our forefinger. And we're just going to kick that back. Keep that elbow cinched into that side. Let's go for 8, 7, 6. I was working my triceps yesterday. You can't tell by looking at them, but gosh, that hurts today. For 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Thank God that's over. Let's take a breath. Back into our child's pose, stretching it out. Take 2 big, deep belly breaths here. Okay, so we're going to go straight to the other side. Once again, the hand's going to be pressing down, holding onto the little blue strap. Forefinger, thumb's going to give it a squeeze, and remember, you can have your hand as far back as you want to on this. The further away you have your hand from your other hand, the easier it's going to make it. Shoulders down and back, abs are on. Thumbs pointing down, pinky up. Cinching that side body in. Keeping that elbow into the waist. We go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, looking forwards for 2, 1. We pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stretch. Woo. Lovely. So we've kind of worked the postural muscles now. All we're going to do is another round of that lovely squeezing of the shoulder blades and pressing them away. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Just give your shoulders a little bit of a jiggle just to make sure they're feeling okay. Now I would say that we're done, but you guys know me well enough by now. We've still got our biceps to go. So we're going to do some biceps from standing. So we're going to stand. Obviously you see my foot on the blue squishy. Once again, this is a short one, so if you need to grab up higher to keep your shoulders in that position, that's where you'll grab. Shoulders down and back. I still hold. This might splat up at me because it's so short, but hopefully it doesn't. Still giving it a good hold now. Keeping that shoulder down and back, so if you want to, you can touch on that shoulder at the back just to make sure. Elbow in. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, building your guns, 1. Draw that elbow now in front, and we're just going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dance it out. Go across to the other side. Oops. There we go. Okay, so ready? Once again, this is a warning. If I scream, it's because it's hit me in the face. Shoulders down and back. Abs are turned on. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up and punch that ceiling. Imagine my face is just here. You're trying to punch it. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Let it go. Last but not least today, we're just going to do a little bit more thoracic twisting because it feels really good, I think, which means you guys will think it too. So I'm just kind of holding my hand like that, and I'm putting that through it. I'm going to take a slightly lesser grip on this because otherwise I won't be able to move. Shoulders are down and back. A little bit of rounding, as if you've got a big beach ball. And we're just going to twist to the side, twist back. So exhale, inhale, exhale. Notice how the rest of my body is staying pretty still. Let's go for 2 and 1. We're going to take this a step further, straighten those arms out, twist for 4, shoulders down and back for 3, 2, make those arms work for it, 1. Woo. It's tight. All right, let's go again. So we're going to hold it, this time with your left hand, hold it, because we're turning to the left. We're going to reach up, shoulders down and back. We've got our little bear claw. Exhale. 2. Exhale, inhale back. 5. And then you're going to stick those arms out in front of you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Let it go. All right, so we're just going to pop our left hand over our right side. We're going to press that hand away, and we're just going to take a wee stretch just to make sure we release those neck muscles, release those shoulder muscles. And we're going to turn the chin into the armpit. I'm going to breathe for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, switch. So right hand, left foot flat, resisting as if you're pressing away. Let's go for 6, 3, 2, 1. Tuck that chin to your chest, or to your armpit specifically, and take that stretch for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands, back of the head, elbows forwards. We're just going to roll forwards as if we're doing a roll down. Actually, let's just go into a roll down, hey? Roll down slowly. Roll up. Stop where you feel that stretch. Just go slow and steady. Up. Take a wee open to the ceiling. And then we're going to finish the same way we started. Inhaling up. And then exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, tuck and roll up. We go for 2 more. Last one. Nice work. So the only other thing that I would probably suggest that we get into is you're doing some parasympathetic nervous breathing. So that's some big deep belly breaths, and you can do that by lying on your stomach. Lying on your back with your hands on your stomach, or you can do that just sitting. And I just want you to focus on that tummy and trying to feel your hands up. And then pressing all that air away. Slow and steady for 2 more breaths. Last one. And the reason we're trying to get that breath incorporated, it would be good if you did it once a day maybe, is just because we're in a kind of slightly more tense situation with everything that's going on with COVID, and we're all on lockdown. So the more we can kind of stop ourselves being in fight or flight, the more we can release that extra kind of tension we're holding in our bodies and inflammation. So if we can release that, that's just going to help our mind stay calm and our body stay calm, and less likely to pick something up, more likely to resist it. So really get that breath under control, and I'll give you some more videos next week. Miss you guys.